Chinese New Year is coming, Chinese New Year is coming, and everyone tells me that that's the biggest festival here. And yet, you have only 1 or 2 days of public holidays. Do you call it celebration? I'm from Russia, and for our New Year, we have 10 days of public holidays. From 1st January to 10th January, no one is working, everyone is just drinking. Trying to forget how shitty was the last time. And I know many people take their annual leaves around that time to fly from cold Russia to warmer countries. And imagine you have 10 days of public holidays, 2 weeks of vacation. So you're going back to the office after 1 month's break. I think you can't even find your office. And you definitely don't remember what you do in the company. So you have to check your own business card. What am I doing? Still an accountant. Can't stand it. I celebrate New Year at my hometown in Russia, and one of my favorite things there is in the morning of 1st January, I turn on TV and I listen to the news to listen funny stories about how Russians celebrate New Year. And one of the news was that in one of the Russian cities, they installed a 25-meter tall Christmas tree on the main square of the city. So there's a crowd, everyone is happy, countdown, 3, 2, 1, fireworks. And one of the fireworks got stuck in the Christmas tree and set it on fire. So within minutes, the whole 25-meter Christmas tree was destroyed. I was like, whoa, someone was on fire. It's hilarious. A few years ago, there was another story. So New Year, kids' playground, and there is a kids animator who is dressed up as Marty the zebra from Madagascar. So he's playing with the kids, everything's fine, and then suddenly the drunk guy approaches Marty the zebra and requests him to remove his head and let him try it on. Obviously, Marty the zebra said no, and they started fighting. And you know, it was a pretty equal fight until Alex the lion and Gloria the hippo came to help Marty the zebra, and 3 of them beat the crap out of the drunk guy. And you might wonder, oh my God, poor Russian kids, what a psychological injury for them, right? To see 3 favorite cartoon characters beating a man on the street. But I think that they can learn the lesson that good always wins over evil. Especially when evil is alcohol. That's the moral of the story. But the funniest news was this year, because I read the article that a Russian man stole a tank, drove it into a supermarket store, and stole a bottle of wine. This nation is invincible. If Russians want to get drunk, nothing will stop them. And I just wonder how bad your hangover should be that you wake up and you think, oh, I'm still too drunk to drive my own car. So why don't I just walk to the nearest military station and take their tank for the shopping? And how well protected are Russian military stations that a random man, most probably wearing bathrobe and flip-flops, just enters in the middle of the day, picks the tank he likes and just drives away? Stealing a tank in Russia is easier than in Grand Theft Auto game. I know the local Russians, witnesses of this incident, didn't seem particularly disturbed. I mean, I'm Russian, and if I saw a tank inside a convenience store, I would be at least a bit curious. Ooh, tanks on sale. Never had discount for that. But not these Russians. No. What happened? This? Oh, nothing special. Every day we have military vehicles crashing into the objects of public infrastructure. I mean, who wants to pay for parking? You can just put your tank inside a convenience store. Very convenient, and you can store it. Ha! Russian humor. But I think the biggest news was that he stole a bottle of wine. isn't he Russian? Isn't he supposed to be drinking vodka? And I think that he did that just to break a stereotype of drinking Russians. Just to prove to the world that we can be easily satisfied with just a single bottle of wine. Like a light French sommelier, not militaristic drunkards. Although ironically, by crashing a tank into his convenience store, he kind of proved the stereotypes. And I would like to finish with this. I was celebrating New Year and I met a lot of my friends. And every time I was telling them that I do stand-up comedy, they all went, "Are you joking?" I said, "Yes, that's the scope of work." And then they started giving me their free jokes, because Russians are hilarious. And I thought it would be very, very symbolic to finish with the best Russian joke of this trip. Are you ready for the best Russian joke of this trip?
Yeah.
Terrorists are like prostitutes. They all blow.